retailing is category management. If you look at the growth of Walmart and the fall of such companies as Woolworths. Anybody remember Woolworths? How about Newberry's? Is there anybody old enough to remember Newberry's? J.J. Newberry's. You've never heard of it. He's too young. Montgomery Ward. And the decline of Sears and Kmart. And all this is happening at the same time Walmart is growing. Why? At some point, 20 years ago, Kmart was bigger than Walmart. So if you looked at a sales curve, you'd see Kmart going like this and Walmart going like this. And at some point, their sales crossed. Why? Somebody tell me.
The product and the customer service and the product.
Customer service, absolutely. Walmart is the most customer-focused company that there is, and they give customers what they want. And one of the things that's interesting about them, because I've studied this, I speak at conventions a lot, and I speak on the difference between Walmart and Kmart. And one of the differences is category management. And let me tell you how that works. Somebody goes into a Kmart that's a supplier. And let's say I won't call them Cheerios, I'll call them Markios. Name them after myself. And I go into Kmart and I'll say, tell you what I'm going to do. You got 300 Kmarts. I'm going to give you $1,000 a store by you taking a big end cap. Everybody know what an end cap is? As you go into the store, one of the big areas at the end where you have a long gondola, the big end where they have displays. They have them in a grocery store too. When you walk in, they change them every Thursday. Got a brand new end cap of products. But I'm going to give you $1,000 a store for your 200 stores by putting Markios up on this end cap. Well, Kmart says, boy, that's a good deal. We got 200 stores, $1,000 a store. That's $200,000. And what happens then is Kmart took the money from the supplier. Walmart never does that. Walmart, in their stores, allocates space according to sales. Then they go get money from you at the back end. But the products that they merchandise on their end caps and the areas that they devote for their products are always based on sales. The more an item sells, and a category sells, the more space they divide. I'm going to give you another example. Do you have Nordstrom here?
Yes.
Okay. I went into, we had a Nordstrom up near where I live. I live up in an area of San Diego. And I went into the store when they first opened it. And they had this one full round gondola area of men's cosmetics. A whole big area of men's cosmetics. And then they had like, 6 or 7 areas of women's cosmetics. About 2 years later, there was half a gondola of men's and 7.5 gondolas areas of women's cosmetics. Now the men's stuff is over in a little area about like this, and the women's are consume the rest. Why? Because they looked at the productivity per square foot of all of the products they sell, and they devote their space. So what we're going to talk about in category management is how products find their way onto the shelves. And the Walmart model is they always consider the customer first. If this is what customers want, in some markets, they have high-end electronics, plasma TVs, LCD TVs that are larger and take up more space than they have in other stores, where those are in a different marketplace, and the demographics of that require that they carry more food. So even though they are a chain, the one thing that Walmart does very well, they look at every store as a chain of one.